is now on the floor for Base and Ann, as is number 19.
Number 19 is Ben Gray.
So Ben Gray joins into the floor as well, and Gibbs and Terrio remain on the floor for Base and Ann, and they're off to once again a quick start. 2-0 for Base and Ann in set number 3. Set number 3 is underway, and number 2 is serving for Base and Ann right now.
Number 2 is Ty Gray.
So Ty Gray, and a powerful spike, and he's letting them know it. Number 10, Noah Terrio, with a powerful spike on that one. 3-0 for Base and Ann. He saw his chance there, and he paid it off. Ethan Sloan up, and Dignam recognizing the block was there. That was not a bad play, putting it over the block. And Terrio with a power move again. Terrio scores the point on that one. And a 4-0 lead right now for Base and Ann in set number 3. And don't forget, if Base and Ann wins this set, they have taken the match. It is 2-0. Little bit dejected right now on the floor. The Knights are looking a little bit out of sync. Somebody's going to have to take charge on this one, and that is no point, I think, on that play. I think Isabella, timeout called, maybe? Is that what happened?
I assume so.
Yeah, I'm assuming a timeout was called because it looked like they played and shouldn't have, and the referee signaled that one, so obviously it is a timeout. I had no doubt that was going to come. And walking by me right now is Terrio. The Predators. The Predators. I kept saying the Mariners. That would be Mike McCullum. So Coach Terrio, commenting on our broadcast here. I know I don't give props a lot to the brains behind the operation, but I am going to give a shout out right now to Mr. Michael McCullum, who is our tech wizard at Dr. Loge and has set up all of these camera angles that you're seeing, as well as all of the audio visual that you're hearing. And if you're tuned in, this is his brainchild, and I'm the voice that you hear sometimes, and so are our students, but none of this would happen if Mr. McCullum wasn't taking the lead on this, so I'm going to give him a quick shout-out, as did Coach Terrio from Base and Ann. So we're back in action, 5-0 for Base and Ann, and it is still number 5, serving. Ty Gray, is that correct?
Yes, Ty Gray.
Ty Gray with the serve, and Loge does steal a point back on that one. Good recognition there from number 2, Ethan Sloan.
And now on the serve is Ethan Sloan.
Okay, so Ethan with the serve as well here. Let's see if he can do something with this. Sloan with the serve. And I want to apologize as well while this play is going on. I've been saying the Base St. Ann Mariners, and Coach Terrio corrected me. It is the Base St. Ann Predators. Their school name is the Predators. I'm used to the hockey team name, which is the Mariners, so I will stop saying Mariners and start saying Predators from this point forward. And the Base St. Ann Predators are out to a 7-1 lead, and the ball is once again in the hands of number 12.
Number 12 for the Predators is Carter Gibbs.
And Carter Gibbs, as he's showing all game, Carter Gibbs is not going to be taken lightly on this volleyball court. With a powerful serve and a finesse game to go with it. Gibbs with the serve, puts the ball up. Allison, though, with a decent play on that one. Gibbs with the return. Terrio hit the net on that one. Referee called it. It is a net violation on the Base St. Ann Predators. Number 10, Noah Terrio there, hit the net. You are not allowed, I guess, Isabella, to touch the net. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That is correct. So, serving, number 10.
Curtis Dignam.
So, Dignam with the serve here for the Dr. Loge Knights. Good serve, and he gets rewarded with the point. And the score, Isabella, right now in set number 3 is
8-3 for the Predators.
8-3 for the Base St. Ann Predators. Dignam with the serve. Gonna try and sneak one in here, but that's a good return there from Gray. Ben Gray with the good return. And once again, Carter Gibbs recognizing the holes on the floor and putting the ball to where there's no one. And Coach Terrio is letting them know right now that is the right play to do. When you recognize the point is there, you take it. And that's a powerful serve, but Sloan with the return on that one. That's impressive. And Allison puts it in, but a huge recovery. And a dig there from Noah Terrio, but it doesn't work out for him. It goes just wide, but I will say the effort on that one was outstanding just to be able to keep that one alive. I thought for sure that Allison had the hole on the floor. So, serving
is number 3, Gabe Richard.
Number 3, Gabe Richard with the serve. And nobody there that time for the Knights. Terrio finds the gap and gets the point. So, let's see here. Serving is number 15.
Thomas Manuel.
So Thomas Manuel with the serve and doesn't quite get enough on that one. And it goes into the net. Number 9 serving for Dr. Loge.
Would be Ryan Allison.
So Ryan Allison with the serve. Allison's going to put the ball over. That is a beautiful, and that's an ace. No touch on that one, so an ace for Ryan Allison on his first serve here. 10-6. This is still anyone's match here in set number 3. Close one. And another good serve from Ryan Allison. Gibbs tried to dig that one, but didn't quite get there in time, and the ball did drop in. And it is 10-7 right now for Basin End. Let's see if Ryan Allison can make something happen here for the Dr. Loge Knights. Allison with the serve. Ball goes over the net. Once again puts it in the same place. And didn't quite make it over. Williston was a little leery there. He might have accidentally touched the net, but the referee didn't call it. So it is 10-8. Allison with another beautiful serve. Gibbs with the return. Let's see what we got. And once again, the smart play there from number 12, Carter Gibbs, finds the hole on the floor. And I'm not surprised to see those two on the floor and staying on the floor because they are a force to be reckoned with on Basin Ann. And Gibbs recognizes that, but does put it out. So that's a break there for Dr. Loge. And serving number 13.
Hunter Mcdonald.
Hunter Mcdonald with the serve, and a kind of a windmill serve on that one. Works for him. And that is going wide. That is wide. Real good call on the sideline there, I think, by one of their teammates. So Hunter Mcdonald now retains the serve, and we have a tight match. And a beautiful serve there. That one's going to be tough. And a good block there from Curtis Dignam. And we have a tie game, Isabella, 11-11 here. This is the closest one of the 3 so far. Set number 3, we got a close match. Another beautiful serve and an ace for number 13, Hunter Mcdonald with the ace. Let's see if he can go on a bit of a run here. Dr. Loge jumps out to their first lead that I remember in probably since the first set. So they're out to a lead, 12-11 right now for the Knights. And just clears the net. But once again, Carter Gibbs with a beautiful return on that one. Number 19 now serving for Basin Ann.
Ben Gray will be serving.
So Ben Gray with the serve, and Ben puts the ball in on that one. Just on the line. And Coach Martin, I don't know if he quite agreed with that one. That looked out to me too, but referee calls the ball in. And the referee has the final say. So, doesn't quite make it over the net for Ben Gray. And once again, we are tied at 13s. And serving is number 11.
Number 11, David Williston.
So for the Knights, it's Williston with the serve. An effortless serve. And just sneaks it into the line there. I was worried about that one for a minute. I thought that might be going wide, but no, it caught a piece of the line, so that is good point for the Knights, and they jump out to the lead. David Williston with the serve. Williston puts the ball up, And Terrio keeps it alive with a good effort on that one. Dignam's going to have to do something with this one. And that one's in play. Big one. Look out. Yeah. That was tipped off of one of the hands of the Knights. I think it was tipped off of number 10, Curtis Dignam, who went up for the block. So it is a point to Bay St. Anne.
Now serving is Ty Gray on number 2 for the Predators.
So for the Predators, number 2, Ty Gray with the serve. Ball is in play. Sloan with a decent return on that one. Got to get up. And Terrio a bit frustrated with himself on that one. He saw his opportunity. Ball went into the net and not happy with that one. And it is Ethan Sloan right now, I think, with the serve, Isabella. Is this right? Ethan Sloan with the serve. Sloan puts the ball in play, but Noah Terrio, number 10, recognizing the hole on the floor and put it to where there was no blue shirts. Really close match underway here in set 3. It is currently a 1-point game, 16-15 right now for Bay St. Anne. And trouble looming here, though. Number 12 serving for Bay St. Anne.
Number 12 is Carter Gibbs.
So Carter Gibbs with the serve. And we know just from watching the last 2 sets, when the ball is in his hands, it's usually bad news for Dr. Loge. So Gibbs with the serve. And a little too bouncy on that one. That was off the ceiling, wasn't it? Off the rafters. And that happens when you don't quite get low enough and let the ball get to you, and you jump at it and the ball goes up off the rafters. Another bit of movement on that ball. Those are hard serves to get at. And Gibbs is starting to do what Gibbs does, which is put his team in the lead. Number 12, Carter Gibbs. Another beautiful serve, and not a whole lot Dignam could do on that one. Bit of a defensive play on that one, just putting the hands up. Gibbs again with the serve. And once again jumping. That ball just seems to be creeping up on them. They're having a real hard time with the receptions on Gibbs' serve, and this is true all game. When he's serving, unless he makes the mistake himself, the Knights can't seem to handle his serve. 21-15. And somehow Gabe Richard keeps it alive with a boot. And not ready on it. Yeah. So the score, Isabella, deep into set number 3.
Is 22-15 for the Predators.
22-15 now with Gibbs serving for the Bay St. Anne Predators. And off of Williston, and ball is out of play. 23-15 now. Looking to put this one away. And the ball is in the right position. That's actually a real good play there by number 13, McDonald. And that ball is in play. And we are once again at set point, 24-15. Gibbs with the ball in his hand, and he does a little bit of flash on that one. A running serve. And the ball's kept alive there by Gibbs, and this could be trouble. Oh, the set is up. The Knights keep it alive there. That was a good rally, Isabella, I must say. That was back and forth at the net there.
Now we have number 10, Curtis Dignam.
So Dignam with the serve here, trying to keep the troops alive. That's actually a good serve. Gibbs sets it up. Let's see what they got. That set is up, and no communication on that one. And we know what that means.
That the Predators have won the match.
The Predators have won the match. But don't go anywhere, folks, because we do, in middle school volleyball, play all 5 sets. But if you've been tuned in, you'll know that Bay St. Anne has now taken the first 3 sets from the Dr. Loge Knights. And in pretty convincing fashion. Now, I will say in this set, Isabella, this was probably the best played by Dr. Loge, that last set, the third set. Would you agree with that one?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. A lot more, I guess, plays made there by Dr. Loge, and Bay St. Anne still they really don't have an answer for number 12, Carter Gibbs, and number 10, Noah Terrio. Those two seem to be leading the charge for base and Ann. So it's been a bit of a challenge. We'll see here who Coach Martin and Coach Terrio put out now that the game's been decided. I assume we'll see some different bodies on the floor here for the 4th and 5th sets. So let's see who we have out. And we do have a few new bodies. So Isabella, I'm going to get you number 4.
Number 4 is Colton Guider.
Colton Guider back into the match, or actually into the match for the first time. And number 6, Will Godfrey remains. Number 15 comes back in the match. 15 is?
Number 15 would be Caden Buckley.
So Buckley is back in the match. And I see number 12 on the floor.
Number 12 would be Ethan Sloan. Or no, number 12 would be Caleb Hansen.
Yeah, Caleb Hansen back in. And number 14.
Number 14, Andrew McDonald.
14, Andrew McDonald. And Godfrey and Sloan remain on the floor for the Knights. So we'll see who Base and Ann puts out here once Coach Colin Terrio is done giving his final instructions. You may be having a hard time hearing us because the music has been cranked up here, trying to get a little bit of momentum maybe into the Dr. Loge Knights. Shout out, I guess, to our camera crew here who are doing a tremendous job around the court. I think we have Madison Gogan. Who is that beside Madison Gogan running the camera?
Beside Madison Gogan, we have Addison McDonald.
Addison McDonald running a camera, and I see at the far end a couple of grade 8 girls, Brooklyn McDonald and Abby Sofa McDonald. And just a recap of our sets, if you are tuning in, I'll get you, Isabella, to give the first 3 set scores.
In set 1, we had 25-10 for the Predators. In set 2, we had 25-13 for the Predators. And in set 3, we had 25-16 for the Predators.
And we are just underway in set number 4. So the match is about to begin. Serving is number 19.
Number 19 is Ben Gray.
So Ben Gray with the serve for the Predators. And Ben Gray with the point. Seem to be... okay, our scorers are now into it. I believe it might be 2-0. But don't quote me on that one. Okay. So... scoring the game there, and Buckley with the play. But Coach Terrio kind of really giving a shout out there to number 77, who made a real good effort. 77 on base and Ann.
77 on base and Ann is Ethan Carroll.
So Ethan Carroll with a real good effort on that dig, but just didn't quite get the ball up in the air on it. And it is number 77.
Ethan Carroll's serve.
So Carroll with the serve. Let's see what he can do. Sloan puts the ball in play, and it works out for him. Ethan Sloan with the play.
We have number 15, Caden Buckley serving.
So Caden Buckley serving. I'm just going to adjust your mic there. There we go. Okay. Number 15, Caden Buckley serving. And... yeah, that's a net violation on number 14, Andrew McDonald, on the Dr. Loge Knights. His hand hit the net as he was going for the ball, and point to base and Ann. 16 serving Isabella for base and Ann.
Number 16 is Remy Daigle.
Remy Daigle with the serve. That's 3 hits. So Daigle with the serve again. Let's see what the Knights have. Puts the ball up. Okay, good play there by number 2, Ethan Sloan. Getting the ball back to his team here. And we have, for his first time serving,
number 4, Colton Guider.
Number 4, Guider here with the serve. So we'll see what Colton Guider has. And a good-looking serve there from Colton Guider. And a good play. Oh, ball just a little bit up on that one. But Guider with a good play on that one.
For up to serve for the BSA team is Leah Guimond.
So Leah Guimond with the serve. Guimond puts the ball into the net, however, on her first attempt. And the ball goes back to Dr. Loge, number 2.
Ethan Sloan.
So Ethan Sloan with the serve for Loge. Sloan steps up. And a good-looking serve on that one. And a good block there from number 14, Andrew McDonald. He got up nice and high on that one and prevented the ball from getting over, and that one paid off. So Sloan again with the serve. Let's see what he does. Ball's in his hand and steps up to the line and drops a beautiful serve in there. Those ones that just barely make it over the net, they seem to be tough to pick up on the other side. If you can keep doing that, then that spells trouble for the other team. That one again just barely clears it, and Sloan recognizes that that one didn't miss by much. It almost caught a piece of the net, but it does make it over, and it's a point to Dr. Loge. And he just misses that one. Ball rolled off his hand a little bit on that serve, and it's a tie game, 7-7, and number 2 for BSA Ann.
Ty Gray is serving for the Predators.
So Ty Gray with the serve. Ty's going to see what he can do here. Ty puts the ball up, but what happened there, Isabella?
He hit the rafters.
He hit the roof. So the ball hit the roof, and that's a point for Loge. And serving,
number 14, Andrew McDonald.
Andrew McDonald with the serve. I'm not quite sure what the hold up here is. Somebody out of position maybe on the floor. Oh, yeah. So there is somebody's out of order on BSA Ann, so they have to make sure they're in the right order on the floor.
Oh.
And if the referee picks up that somebody's out of order, because it's the serve, right? You can't serve before it's your turn. So the referee obviously picked up on something on that one. If you're just watching at home, I'm wondering why there was some discussion there. The BSA Ann lineup got a little bit misconstrued, I guess, if you will. And that's a hard serve there from McDonald, Andrew McDonald that time. I'm right, eh? The Twins.
Yes.
Andrew was 14. Yes, 14, Andrew McDonald with a good serve. And the Knights are out to an 11-7 lead, their first lead of this extent of the entire match. Now, if they're going to win one, and another beautiful serve from Andrew McDonald, if this is the one to win, I do notice that Carter Gibbs and Noah Terrio are not on the floor for BSA Ann, which should benefit Dr. Loge, because those two have been a thorn in the side all game. So this would be the time, and it rolls off McDonald's hand and goes wide. But a pretty good serving effort there from number 14, Andrew McDonald. And we're going over, I believe, I'm just waiting to see the number of serve. And it is number 2.
Ty Gray.
Ty Gray with the serve, number 2. Ty with the serve, good return there. Buckley puts it over the net, and it is a point for the Knights. Well done there. And Coach Terrio takes this opportunity to call a timeout, seeing if he can turn the tide here for BSA Ann. They would love to sweep, I'm sure, all 5 sets and go home with a 5-0 victory over Dr. Loge. But they are down by 5 here, about the halfway point of the 4th set, 4 of 5. Coach Terrio giving his troops some instructions over there, likely telling them that they need to be ready when that ball's coming over, because there were a few times in this match, this set in particular, where the balls come over and a little bit of indecision on their part. So what's your plans, Isabella, now? We're getting close to the end of the school year, right? We got like 6 weeks left.
Yeah.
What's your plans for the summer? Well, we have a little break in the action here.
Well, for the summer, I'm planning to do a bit of camping.
A little bit of camping. Now, where do you go camping?
Well, we're planning on going to Escuminac again.
To Escuminac again? Now, you don't set up your camp? I know some people set their camper up in one spot all summer and they leave it there
We're
all
not
summer.
sure if we're going to do that this year.
Okay.
Because in October, I'm going to have a sibling.
Oh, So, new sibling.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Exciting times for you and your family.
Yeah.
Okay, serving is number 12 for Dr. Loge.
Caleb Hansen.
Caleb Hansen with the serve, but unfortunately it goes into the net. And that gives the ball to number 19 on base and Ann.
Number 19, Ben Gray.
Ben Gray with the serve. Ben's going to see what he can do with it here. Ben puts the ball up in play. Julian Martin with the return. Leah Guimond is going to get up on that ball, and she can spike it, as we've seen. Oh, get that ball over. No. Coach Martin letting his guys know that they got to talk when they're out on the floor. Almost a collision there. Two guys going for the ball at the same time. Ball is up in play, and that is 4 hits, maybe even 5 on that one before the ball didn't quite make it over.
And on the serve for the Knights, we have Will Godfrey, number 6.
So number 6, Godfrey with the serve. Let's see what he can do with it. Godfrey does put the ball in play, but a good return there from base and Ann, and they do get the serve back. Let's see whose hands the ball goes to on this one. And it is number 77.
Number 77 is Ethan Carroll.
So Ethan Carroll with the serve. See if Ethan can get his team back in the game here. McDonald gets up on that one. That ball's going to have to get over, and they find the hole. Buckley is real excited about that one, finding the hole. So, and it is number 15 now serving for Dr. Loge.
Which is Caden Buckley.
So Buckley with the serve. Buckley puts the ball up in the air. Buckley does make it over. Oh. Needs to be some recognition there on the part of number 12, Caleb Hansen. Wasn't quite ready for it. And here it goes in play. Godfrey puts the ball out of play on that one. Tough one that time for him. And if you're just tuning in, or if you have been tuned in, a little update on the score, Isabella. The score is currently
16-13, Knights.
For the Knights. The Knights are in front in this match. We didn't say that any throughout the rest of the sets, but the Knights are in the lead in this 4th set. And that's a good play there. Let's see if they can get the point. And that's too many hits, so they do get the point on that one. Buckley keeps the serve. No, I'm wrong on that. It is number
4, Colton Guider.
Number 4, Colton Guider with the serve. So Guider, see what Guider can do. And that one is going to make it in. Good serve there from Colton Guider. And we're out to another 5-point lead right now for the Knights. It'd be a good, probably morale booster here if they can find a way to win this match. Or this set, sorry. And the ball goes wide. Guider not real happy that ball went wide. Little bit of scolding there from the referee, telling them not to do that on the floor. And Buckley with the ball up. Ball's in play. And out of bounds on that one. Ball just goes wide of the stick there. And it's number 3.
Leah Guimond.
Leah Guimond with the serve, trying to get her team back into the game here. They're down by 3. Guimond with a beautiful serve on that one. Sloan's going to put that ball up. Let's see if they can get it in play. And let's see what happens here. Oh, and that is trouble. And it is trouble. Now, I will say there was a decent rally on that one. They tried to keep the ball alive, but put it wide. Couldn't quite get to it. And Leah Guimond with the serve once again. Leah up and ball in the net. A little frustrated with herself on that one. I think she probably expected more. And serving is number 2.
Ethan Sloan.
So Ethan Sloan for the Knights, and Sloan misses it. Ball rolls off his fingers on that one, and unfortunately did not have the power to get over the net, and it hit the net.
Now
2 point.
Now we have 88, Julian Martin.
So Julian Martin now with the serve. Let's see what happens here. A little bit of swatting at the ball going on. Buckley, ball up. Let's see if they can get it over. That's going to have to make it over, and it doesn't. Lucky break there that time, I think, for the Knights. And 14 now.
Number 14, Andrew McDonald. That's the serve.
Andrew McDonald with the serve. Let's see if he's got it. Oh, that one looked like it was going, but it somehow caught too much of the net, and it drops. And the point to Basin Ann. Number 2 now for Basin Ann. So it is a 1-point game, Isabella, and number 2 is
Ty
Gray. Ty Gray with the serve for Basin Ann for the Predators. That ball's going to have to go over. Hansen does put it over. Trouble. That's too many hits. Yep, go ahead.
Now at the serve, we have Caleb Hansen.
Caleb Hansen with the serve. Not a whole lot of... So Hansen, I don't know if he didn't quite seem ready for the serve there. The ball went into the net. Didn't look to take his time on the serve on that one. Okay, I think a substitution may be going on the floor here for Basin Ann. And 19 with the serve.
19 is Ben Gray.
Ben Gray with the serve, and point to the Knights there on a strong effort from Caden Buckley, number 15. And it is a 2-point game, getting deep into this 4th set in a 2-point game. Real close one underway here in the 4th set. Let's see if Dr. Loge can pull off a victory here in the 4th set.
Serving is number 6, Will Godfrey.
So serving right now, number 6, Will Godfrey. Godfrey with the serve and the point. So it is 23-20 for the Knights. Godfrey's going to try and bring this one home here in the 4th. See if he can steer the ship home, and a timeout called. Probably a smart timeout here with the game hanging in the balance here in the 4th. So a timeout called. I would expect maybe to see a substitution or 2 in here. Isabella, what do you think on this one? Do you think that Coach Terrio and Basin Ann might bring in...
I think they might bring in their 2 powerhouses.
The 2 powerhouses? Yeah. I would... well, we'll see. Either one or both I would expect to see come on the floor here. Maybe not. We'll see. And Coach Martin obviously telling his guys that are on the floor to try and play with a little bit of confidence. No, we were wrong. They are not coming on the floor, so it is the same formation that was on the floor. Let's see if Godfrey can get the 2 points they need to end this 4th. And this is why sometimes they call the timeout, just to try and make that server have to think a little harder about it, and that's oftentimes what you'll see happen. 77 now with the serve for Basin Ann.
77 is Ethan Carroll.
Oh, Buckley with a beautiful spike there, but it's picked up. And it's a net violation on number 15, Caden Buckley, and we are in a extremely tight match right now. It's 23-22. Carroll with the serve again. Ball's in play, and this is trouble. Tie game.
The Knights still have to get 3 more points to win.
They do have to find a way to get a couple points, and Basin Ann is now tied, and that means Coach Zach Martin takes his time out, knowing full well that it's coming down to the wire here. They're going to have to make something happen. So, getting back to what we're going to do in the summer talk. I'm a golfer. I like to golf in the summer. You ever golf?
No.
Never tried golf before?
No.
No. Tends to be an old person sport anyway. I shouldn't say that. Golf is a sport unlike a lot of these sports. Golf you can play when you're old like me. And you can keep playing, which is why it's sometimes a good thing to learn a couple of new sports. That you can stay active when you're older, because I mean, golf, you're outside, you get to walk, some of the most beautiful places on earth. And unfortunately, it is now 24-23. Loge had a chance here to put this one away, but let them back in the game, and it is point set serve here, and that does it. That ends it. So Bay St. Anne does win the fourth one in a close one. What was the final score of the fourth set, Isabella?
The final score of the fourth set was 25-23 for the Predators.
25-23. And again, let's not forget Loge was up 5 or 6 points at one point in that set, and they let it slip away a bit. You could see them tense up when the score got close. And unfortunately, they couldn't bring that one home. They couldn't steer the ship home, and that spelled trouble for them. Now, sometimes they play only to 15 points in the fifth and final set. We'll see what they decide to do. That's entirely up to the two coaches. If they only want to play to 15, they can, or they can decide to play the full set to 25 points. We'll see what the coaches decide here in our fifth and final set, which will be upcoming here momentarily.
How about Howie Wade? I tell you a little story about gym class.
Mm-hmm.
During gym class one time, Ryan Allison was using his powerful serve.
Yes.
Colby Jarrell was at the receiving end.
Yeah.
And she hit the ball like this and almost broke her middle finger.
Oh. So it must have hurt.
Yeah.
Was she in a lot of pain?
Yeah.
So that happened in gym class, did it?
Yeah.
A little gym tales from, do you have Mr. McCullum for a gym teacher?
Yes.
So tales from Mr. McCullum's gym class. Ryan Allison with a hard serve, you said?
Yeah.
And Colby Durrell's finger. Does Colby play now on your triple ball team?
No, Colby's on the tier 2, or the tier 2 blue.
Okay, so the tier 2 blue team. Colby's playing on the tier 2 team. I got you. Okay. And Colby's finger was, did she have to, was it all bruised and stuff?
Yeah.
A splint, I think they call it a splint that you
Yeah.
put on your finger. I've had that happen to me before, actually, and it was from basketball, which I don't play basketball, but just, I think it was a gym class, and I ended up having to, tape my fingers together, because I assume I broke my fingers, but I didn't actually get them x-rayed. So, coaches are just waiting some final instructions here. They give their lineup to the referee. Referee's taking her spot up on the top. And bad news for the Knights. Gibbs and Terrio are back on the floor for Bay St. Anne.
Well, it looks like we have a few new players on.
So we do likely have a few new players on the floor. Number 5.
Cohen Lampe, he hasn't played yet this game.
So Cohen Lampe gets into his first action of the evening. So Cohen Lampe and I believe everyone else. Number 8, right? Number 8's back on the floor, and that is
number 8 is Travis Hanna, and I believe number 9 was back on the floor.
Yeah, Ryan Allison back on the floor, and Buckley and Hunter Mcdonald 13 onto the floor again. Buckley stays, and so does Godfrey. And Travis Hanna with the serve, and it doesn't quite have the legs to carry the net. And into the net it goes. Serving is 77.
Number 77 is Ethan Carroll.
So Ethan Carroll with the serve. Ethan puts the ball over the net, and Lampe couldn't quite handle that one, and the ball goes wide. And it's another point to Bay St. Anne. This, unfortunately, really has been the tale of all of the matches. Bay St. Anne has jumped out, other than maybe the fourth set. Bay St. Anne has jumped out to an early lead, and they've been able to hold on to it. So Buckley, a little jumpy on that one, and it did get away from him, and it is 3-0. Carroll with the serve, and Carroll got the winning serve in the last set as well, so he retains serve here into the 5th set. Allison up, but no dice on that one with big Noah Terrio with the block. Noah Terrio and Carroll with the serve. Ball doesn't make it over that time, so an unforced error there on Ethan Carroll, number 77, and the ball is back in play. And number 9.
For number 9, Ryan Allison.
So Allison with the serve. Let's see if he can get his team back in the game here. Number 9, Ryan Allison. Little bit of technical difficulties here over with our camera crew. Just moving some balls out of play here. Okay, I think we're ready. Whistle blew. Allison with the serve. Allison up. And a beautiful serve on that one. I find Isabella, sometimes they think too much at the line when they're serving, and when you think too much, bad things happen. You should just step up to the line and do what you know to do. When they start thinking too much, it usually doesn't work. I find the best serves is when they just step up to the line and hit the ball like they know they can. Too many hits on that one, and the ball does go over to...
Looks number 12, Carter Gibbs.
Yeah, number 12 Gibbs, and we have already seen multiple times in this match what Carter Gibbs can do when he has the ball in his hands when he's serving. Gibbs with the serve, but the Knights catch a break on that one. Gibbs puts his first serve into the net. And it is 15 now.
Number 15, which is Caden Buckley.
So Buckley with the serve here. Let's see what he can do. Buckley kind of misses that one, but it worked for him. And big Noah Terrio gets up on that one and puts the ball in play and gets the point out of it.
And now to the serve is Noah Terrio, number 10.
Number 10, Noah Terrio. I'm expecting power on this one, and it is power. But a beautiful return there from number 13, Hunter Mcdonald, on a powerful serve. Impressive stuff there on that one. I don't know if I'd want to put my arms out in front of that one. Number 5.
Number 5, Cohen Lampke at the serve.
Cohen Lampke with his serve. And Lampke puts the ball in play. Beautiful looking serve there from Lampke. Ball in play, and they couldn't quite get the ball back up. And it is...
Number 88, Julian Martin.
Number 88 with the ball, Julian Martin. Let's see what Julian can do here. His team is out to a 7-4 lead. Martin puts the ball in play. Miscommunication there between Buckley and Godfrey on whose ball it was. Little bit of switching issues going on there. And Martin with the ball still. That is not going to make it over, however, and it is Knight's ball. Let's see who gets the serve on this one, and it is number 6.
Will Godfrey.
Will Godfrey with service. Godfrey puts the ball up. Good-looking serve there, almost an ace, but the Basin keeps it alive. Ball still in play, set up. That needs to go over. Little bit of a rally going on here. What do they got? Can they keep it alive? And they do. Cohen Lampke keeps that ball alive. Let's see. This might be the best rally of the match, and the Knights get the point out of it. Real good rally on that one. Godfrey keeps his serve. It's now 8-6 for Basin Ann in the 5th and final set. Godfrey with the serve. Ball's up in play. And point to Loge on that one, I believe. Yes, it is. Godfrey serve. 8-7 now. Godfrey with the serve. Good reception there from Terrio. And a miss, unfortunately. They went up for the big spike, and timing was a little bit off on that one. And we have a tie game. Good service game right now from young Will Godfrey. And that is another one. Little bit of miscommunication there on the Predators' side. I don't think they knew who was supposed to go for that one. Now, how's your record in your volleyball season?
Only won one game.
So hey, it's good, but none of you probably have you ever played volleyball before this year?
Nope.
So pretty much everyone on your team's probably their first time playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hey, we call that as a coach a good learning experience.
And the other teams have like grade 8s and stuff on there.
Well, there you go. So McDonald with a good play there, and congratulations from his teammates. Hunter Mcdonald that time, number 13, and Godfrey still with the serve. Let's see what they can do here. This is the best Loge's looked all game. Oh, deep on that one, unfortunately. And serving is 15.
Number 15 would be Thomas Manuel.
Thomas Manuel, but short on that one. And the ball doesn't quite make it over, and it is number 13, Hunter Mcdonald with the serve. Let's see what Hunter can do with this one, and another miss. So the serving on both sides here not real impeccable right now. 19 with Basin Ann with the ball, and it looks maybe...
19 is Ben Gray.
Okay, yeah. Coach Martin having some discussion here. I think a substitution. It is a substitution.
The substitute is Gabe Richard.
So number 3, Gabe Richard, comes into the game for the Knights, and immediately that one doesn't really work. The ball goes to there, and both Richard and McDonald weren't quite ready. 12-11 right now for the Knights. And Gray with the serve. Ball is up, and unfortunately not able to receive that little floater there over the net.
Now it's a tie game.
Tie game. Gray with the serve. Richard with the ball. And a good play there from Caden Buckley. Buckley gets the point on that one. And it is number 3 serving.
Gabe Richard.
So Gabe Richard in for the serve here. Let's see what he can do. 1 point lead for his Dr. Loge Knights, and that one has no chance of making it. Didn't have the strength on it. And number 77 right now for Basin Ann.
Number 77 is Ethan Carroll.
Number 77, Ethan Carroll. And a substitution now for Basin Ann.
Number 3, Leah Guimon.
Leah Guimon comes back in the game. Buckley with the reception. Gabe Richard puts it up. That needs to go over, and that's a good recognition there from McDonald that the ball needed to get over. But Guimon, and we have another net violation. I think. No, I'm wrong.
The ball was out of bounds.
Oh, possibly. Yeah. Yeah. So it is Ryan Allison's serve, and again, issues in the 5th and final set with the service games, and I will say that's on both teams. The ball is just not finding its way over here in the 5th set.
Now we have number 12, Carter Gibbs.
But we have Gibbs up at the line, and I have seen him, other than maybe his last serve, and a net violation on that one. So the ball goes back to Dr. Loge and number 15.
Caden Buckley.
So Buckley with the serve here with a 1 point lead for his Knights. Let's see what he can do. Ball is in play, and an ace. Some miscommunication there from Basin Ann on that one. Out to a 2 point lead. Now, we've seen this happen last game. Let's see if the Knights can actually bring one home here and have a little bit of confidence down the stretch here. Buckley with a beautiful serve there, right down the line. 2 aces in a row there for Caden Buckley. Let's see what he's got. Buckley here with the serve again. Ball does make it over, and a good return that time. And Godfrey with the save on that one, and nothing. Got to recognize where the ball is. And it's number 3 now for Basin Ann.
Number 3, Leah Guimon.
Number 3, Leah Guimon with the serve. Guimon with the serve, and it's a good one. But Hunter Mcdonald puts the ball in play. Nice play there from Hunter on a tough serve. And ball goes back to number 5.
Cohen Lampke.
The Lampke with the serve. Let's see what Cohen can do with the ball. Cohen Lampke. Lampke with a good serve. Good looking ball there. Ball up. And couldn't quite get there in time. Not a great set on that one, and therefore they had to scramble and couldn't get it over the net. 88. 88 is Julian Martin. Is that who's serving?
Yeah.
Yep. Julian Martin with the serve. A little underhand toss over the net. And it doesn't quite make it over. Point there for BSA. And once again, we're in a tight match here in the 5th set. Martin finds a new spot on the floor. Tries to set himself up. There it is. Couldn't quite get the big spike on that one. It was well set there from Will Godfrey. And it is number 6 with the serve.
Number 6 is Noah Terrio.
Oh, sorry, wrong team.
Number 6, wrong team.
Yeah, wrong team.
Team number 6, Will Godfrey.
Will Godfrey with the serve and an ace.
That's the wrong number anyway.
So Godfrey with the ace on that one. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, obviously something happened there because BSA got the point on that one.
Number 15, Thomas Manuel.
Thomas Manuel, 2 hits on that one, which is definitely not allowed by the same person. So we got a tie game, 19-19, and tie Manuel. Ball doesn't quite make it over. And number 13.
Number 13, Hunter Mcdonald.
Hunter Mcdonald with the ball in his hand. Let's see what he can do. Ball is out there, wide of the net.
Next we have number 19 at the serve. Number 19 is Ben Gray.
So Ben Gray, and that ball goes wide. I must say, in this 5th set, the service games have not been sharp. A lot of missed serves here in the 5th set, and it has caused it. I mean, we have a real tight game, but the service game has not been strong. And that is out, so that's a point for the Knights.
And the server is Gabe Richard.
So number 3, Gabe Richard. Gabe's got a 2-point lead here. Let's see if he can do something with it. See what he's got. And that one's not going to make it. So it is 22-21 right now.
Next we have number 77, Ethan Carroll.
Ethan Carroll with the serve. And that ball's into the net. My Lord, the service change is going on here in the 5th set. Number 9.
Number 9, Ryan Allison.
So Ryan Allison with the serve. Let's see. He's got a good-looking serve, and there's an ace. And I am hesitant to say it here. It is set point right now for the Knights. They would love to see if they can pull it off, and a timeout is called here. And that is a timeout called by Coach Terrio on BSA, knowing that his team is down to their last chance. Anything else you do now in the summertime besides camping that you like to do?
Well, my grandmother got a pool wheels in her backyard, so we're probably going to get some.
My father has a pool, and that's where we go. I spend most of my time at the pool in the summer. Is it an in-ground pool or above-ground pool?
Above ground.
An above-ground pool? It's always good to have a pool to go to when it's hot out, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 24-21. Ryan Allison with the ball here, and he can end this right now with one serve. And it is a good serve, and it's a good ace. 2 aces in a row, and the Knights do pull off a victory in the 5th and final set.
And a review on the sets are first set, BSA 25-10. Second set, BSA 20.
Keep
13.
going.
Third set, BSA 25-16. Fourth set, BSA 25-23. And in the final set, it was Knights 25-21.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so from myself, Mr. Keating.
And for myself, Isabella Regan.
From Isabella Regan. We'll sign off We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. See you next time.